Are these three new projects under one Ethereum contenders to be future blue chips?
If you're asking yourself, what NFT should I be looking at, but don't have tens of thousands of dollars to deploy? Well, you're watching the right show. We're going to tell you which of the top NFTs are trending and about to explode and are under 1 ETH. We've done the research for you, so you do not want to miss this show. And as always, welcome to Goats and the Miniverse. What do you like? You like that, Stanley? You like that today?
I don't know what I like more, that or your yellow shirt you're wearing today.
I want to be on brand with our new branding. Everyone can make sure.
I'm wearing a blue shirt. If anybody else, we're on brand.
That was not planned. That was not planned.
It was planned. Totally planned. Let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. The top 3 projects that are under 1 ETH that are in the top 10 in volume. That is quite an achievement to be able to be in the top 10 in daily traded volume and still be under 1 ETH. There's some exciting projects that we're going to be covering, some strange ones and some even stranger ones, and we'll be going deep into them. So Stanley, take us away. What is project number 1 that people should be looking at and why?
So none of these projects are actually in order, but we're going to tell you about 3 projects. Let's start out with the first one, Bored and Dangerous. This is a project that is coming out of Jenkins the Valet. For those of you who don't know who Jenkins the Valet is, he's one of the first people who actually took his ape and used that commercial property to write a book. And a bunch of other people were able to put in their apes into as part of the project. They actually raised a bunch of money. And now they're minting an NFT project, or they minted an NFT project, where 50% of the royalties go back to the ape holders, the ones that actually license their apes for this book. This is probably the first time that I know of where ape holders are making. We know ape holders do make royalties of other projects, but here's a big group of them, which I think is very, very interesting. The number is 3,000 members actually put in apes and are now making some Moulin Rouge. Very interesting concept. There's some burning mechanisms. There's some staking mechanisms. There's some game theory involved in it. Yasi, tell us about that.
Well, first, before I tell that, the title seems like the title my wife would write, Bored and Dangerous. Love the Neil Strauss. I'm a big fan of some of his books. They brought him in, and like that Stanley said, 3,000 members contributed to the writing of the book. If you hold a Jenkins the Valet, the writer's room key, there's some ability to burn your book in exchange to mint an Azure root, which is a mint pass, which is your key to obtaining a citizen of Azurbala. It's a PFP that is part of the book. So once you read the book, you probably understand what that means. Or you could stake your Bored and Dangerous for Hawthorne membership, which is a decentralized coalition of global creatives named after one of the most durable and resilient trees. I have no idea what that really means, but we will find out more shortly. And I think that's probably what people want, is that you don't really know what that means. But you have the option, burn your book, get a PFP, or stake your book, and you will get a ability to be part of something else, similar to what Gary Vee did with book games. They're taking a chapter out of his book and seeing what worked over there. And like Stanley said, if you staked your ape and licensed it to the Bored and Dangerous community, you will be getting 50% of the net profits flowed back to you. Floor price sitting today at 0.31 ETH. Mint price is 0.15 ETH. In order to mint, you have to have a Jenkins the Valet key as part of it, and then there will be a public sale opening up for people who do not have a key and are being able to purchase using a Dutch auction mechanism that is coming out soon.
Yeah, and they did about $490,000 in volume on secondary, which is a nice number in this type of market. Listen, I think it's smart. You're utilizing the IP of Bored Ape Yacht Club. You're utilizing that community, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of loyal MFers that are out there behind your project. And this is, you know, going back and back and back when we talked about Bored Ape Yacht Club for the first time and said, here's a prime example of how somebody could utilize IP, and they're literally turning it into a brand. Kudos to them. I know there's a lot of buzz around it. I know some of the big ape holders are out there promoting this product, behind their product, and rightfully so. They're involved.
We have a writer's room key in the Goat Vault, so we qualify to be able to mint one of these bad boys. So if you've been following the show, you should know about that writer's room key that is in the Goat Vault. And a reminder, that's by Tally Labs. The writer's room key, floor price sitting at 1.45 ETH. Seen some uplift in the release of the book. And 2,900 owners, 6,300 ETH volume. So not a small project, an OG in the space. So that's the guys behind this project. We're pretty excited about seeing the first time ape being commercialized into a book, and definitely something to watch.
And for those of you who subscribe to the show, the Goat Vault just went up by 0.31. Congratulations to you all. For those of you who don't know what the Goat Vault is, all you need to do is subscribe. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, we open up the vault and give away our NFTs. So hit that subscribe button and let's go right next to the next project. Number 8 out of top 10, Theirsverse. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. This is a Gen Z project connecting Web 2 to the Web 3 community. Their NFTs and membership. Join us to build the U Forum in Metaverse. We are theirs. So these are people that are, I guess, not associated with he's or she's. Is that correct? And they consider themselves theirs. Is that the right way of quantifying that?
Yeah, I would say it's a community for the LGBTQ plus world, where gender pronouns are a construct, and theirs is the name of how we introduce ourselves to each other. And they are founding a global young artist fund to promote more artists into the booming NFT world. And they say they love passionate artists across the world. They share their knowledge and insights in the Theirsverse community. And it's an invitation to unlock your creative future. It's a blend between a Web 2 and Web 3, hosting in real life events. I've seen on their Twitter chapters being launched across the world. And in order to be able to do that, you need to be a Theirsverse holder. They have 28,000 Twitter followers and 12,700 Discord members. What I like about this is that there isn't a huge social number. It's not like there's 250,000 people. It feels like they built that one by one authentically and got a real community behind the Theirsverse brand. It sold out almost instantly. It sold out in 4 hours, which we know in this market is tough to do. Mint price was 0.15 ETH, currently sitting at 0.39 ETH. So if you are a Gen Z and wanting to look for a community that has both in real life events and Web3 going on, well, this could be the community for you. I particularly like the art. Some people are thinking that it's not particularly interesting. I actually think Theirsverse artwork stands out, and I'm a big fan.
It looks a little bit of Adam's Family to me. Not my stilo. But it is, I like that they're, and I think this is going to be, we're going to see a lot more of this, connecting Web 2 and Web 3, in real life experiences, communities, both offline and online. This is something that is going to be the future, especially in this type of market. But they're actually offering utility, and utility is a way for people to get together and, you know, have community both online and offline. I think it's very, very smart. And also there's airdrops coming. First airdrop will be in September. There'll be physical collectibles, new series of NFTs, 3D avatars, Metaverse concert tickets, and virtual music. I also think their merch looks pretty cool and well thought out, which is something that I like to see, especially, you know, going back to OGs and blue chip projects sometimes take 6 months to release merch, and it's a disappointment. So, yeah, interesting project. They've done 408 ETH in volume, which is about $442,000. They sold out in 4 hours. This day and age, selling out in 4 hours is a big, big, big win. Kudos to them. We'll definitely follow them and see what they end up doing. And there might be, you know, this is a project that might have some legs. and is going after a niche community, and it's something that could pay off for them, especially when we're talking about, how do you stand out from the competition? How do you make your project creative, unique, and different? And this one hits a lot of those boxes. I'm definitely interested in following them, what ends up happening. And as we go to our third and final project, completely the opposite side of the spectrum, we have the Saudis. This is a meme project minted for free on July 9th. Current floor price 0.68 Ethereum. That is a big, big number. They have year to date done $7.7 million in 3 days. Those
Wow.
are big, big numbers. They are literally following the Goblin playbook to a T. They're in your face. They're literally kind of making fun of Saudi people, and they're I guess getting away with it because they're at 0.68 Ethereum. Their whole thing is they're going to buy as much Bitcoin and CryptoPunks and barrels of
They're
oil.
going to buy all the CryptoPunks, 541,000 Bitcoins and 266 billion oil barrels. And if you buy a Saudi, you'll get Sheikh status in our kingdom, and it'll grant you access to all upcoming venues. So, like you said, definitely making a little bit of fun of being a Saudi in the world of Web3. It's been getting a lot of attention. Farouk tweeted about it. A number of others have tweeted about it. Like you say, Goblins, taking the Goblins playbook and saying, how do we stand out? How do we make a meme out of something? And instead of saying GM, we say Inshallah to everyone, and building their own culture in way to create attention. $7.7 million in 3 days is not small. We have seen how Goblin Town got all the hype all the way up to 5 ETH, now trading at about 2.9 ETH, 2.8 ETH. Still a force to be reckoned with in the community, so there's still something there. Their team is not doxed. We don't know who the people are, like the originals in the Goblin Town. So if you are a fan of that type of playbook, then the Saudis is for you, and trading memes can be extremely profitable if you're on the right side of that trade.
Absolutely. And especially in this market, we're seeing that playbook. Free mint goes up. People are still looking for alpha. People are still looking for short-term gains. And these types of projects, the opportunities are there. Do your own research. None of this financial advice. I'm not a fan. This is not the type of playbooks I like to invest into. But I understand the upside and the value. I also was not a fan of Goblins. I was wrong from the numbers perspective on that. But still, buy what you love is my advice to you. Let us know which of these 3 projects in the comments. Let us know are your favorites. Which one would you buy? Which one would you invest into? And why? We would love to hear from you. And before we go, some other big news. Some big news in this cold, burly market. We got a big sale. Yasi, what was that big sale?
A $500,000 or 460 ETH Fidenza. We've been talking about Fidenzas on the show for quite some time, and we saw a whale scoop up a pretty rare one and pretty aesthetically unique Fidenza, and that went to Punk 6529. That was the person who purchased it. 460 ETH purchase. Congratulations, Punk 6529. And Fidenza is starting to make their stake and make their claim as one of the OGs in the generative art world. Congratulations to Tyler Hobbs as well. And we see that as a big indicator of maybe more to come, like we've been seeing some big purchases over the past 3 to 4 days collectively. Maybe the bull market is officially back.
We shall see. But you must follow us, check in with us tomorrow, and see what else we got going on. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I know I did. And who knows, maybe tomorrow I'll wear yellow and Yasi will wear blue. You never know.
Like the hat. What hat are you going to be wearing tomorrow, Stanley?
Oh, I don't know. Listen, I'm about to go on a hat shopping spree, so I could wear like a different hat every time. That's my goal. I am working on it. But in order for me to get there, you guys got to subscribe, all right? So I could go buy those nice hats. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll see you guys mañana.